I'm Holly Michael, editor and publisher of the Twin Creek Times, and this is our preview for June 10. I'm here in front of the federal courthouse in Dayton to cover the detention hearing of Tony Houston, who was the Germantown man who lives in Windcliff Apartments, and he is accused of menacing with a shawled-off shotgun and for having explosives in his Windcliff apartment that had to be removed by a bomb squad and a SWAT team. So I'm going to attend his hearing, and I will provide more information in my story this week on what transpires there. I'm not allowed to take my camera into the building or the courtroom, and so I will be describing what I see and learn there. Changing gears to a much more pleasant topic, our list this week features picnic places in Farmersville and Germantown, and I had a wonderful time exploring community picnic tables with my mom, and you'll see her in the videos giving a wave, and she also helped with the videography, so I very well appreciated that. Another issue in the community lately has been water safety. There have been multiple calls to 911 and for water rescues at Twin Creek, and we're very fortunate that Kyle Genslinger from Twin Creek Canoe will be providing some safety tips and guidance for kayakers in this week's issue, and I'm really glad to have his contribution. The results from the state track meet are in, and our girls team was fourth in the state and had two events where they took the top honors. And Addie Abner did a repeat in the 800, and then a girls relay team also took the top spot. Check out the story for pictures and updates on all the members of all the teams, plus the boys team who also made the top 8, which means making the podium at the state meet. Very proud day for us to be a Spartan. Our news also includes updates on the upcoming Saturday Night Out on June 20th and a nice scholarship that was granted by the Eastern Star in Farmersville. Our business feature this week is Buttercream Bar, and I sacrificed for all of us to taste their delicious buttercream during last month's Center Street Market, and I encourage you to come to the one at the end of this month to taste all of their delicious treats featuring their wonderful buttercream. And finally, I have a story about changes to how the school is filling the board vacancy left by the resignation of board president Tim Rudd. He originally announced that he would be leaving after the July board meeting, but he recently announced that he has already left. And at the June board meeting, which I attended, Stephanie Smith has taken over as president. There are currently 4 members on the board. They will be having a special meeting later in June to review the applications that came in that were due on Monday of this week. And we'll see who they interview and hopefully find out more about the person that ends up taking that spot. That person will be in place for about 18 months from the July meeting, where they will now be sworn in, all the way through the end of 2027, which is an update from what the school originally said when they posted this position. I will let you know what I learn after I visit the courthouse, and have a great week. I wanted to jump back on here after the hearing to share an update on Tony Houston. As again, I said, he's the Germantown man who lived in the Windcliff Apartments. He's also a Valley View graduate. And today there were no supporters or family members of his in the court. But what was really more surprising was, while this was originally a detention hearing to decide whether he would be kept in jail or freed before his trial, what actually happened was the judge decided that he needed to be evaluated for mental competency. And the judge mentioned in the court that he believed, that Houston had believed he was being experimented on by the government and irradiated. And not only did he have some mental challenges that the judge was concerned about, but he also had some medical challenges as well. So the way it was left is that he would stay in custody and that within 30 days he would be evaluated by a mental health professional, both one provided by the government and potentially one provided by the defense. And then there would be another hearing then where the judge would look at the results of that report. So stay tuned. This is going to be an ongoing story that we'll cover probably multiple times for the Twin Creek Times.